screen lights up. Pigskin heads, their coffee cups. Football cards on the table scattered. Chasing legends, torn and battered. Weekly updates shouted loud. Fantasy lineups make us proud. Talking trades, hobby news to yell. Pigskin Press Box live as hell. Weekly updates shouted loud. Fantasy lineups make us proud. Talking trades, hobby news to yell. Pigskin Press Box live as hell. Foil flares the golden shine. Breaking packs the holy shrine. Hits and misses, legends rise. Gritty dance under neon skies. Weekly updates shouted loud. Fantasy lineups make us proud. Talking trades, hobby news to yell. Pigskin Press Box live as hell. Flares the golden shine, breaking packs the holy shrine. Hits and misses, legends rise. Gritty dance under neon skies. Weekly updates shouted loud. Fantasy lineups make us proud. Talking trades, hobby news to yell. Pigskin Press Box live as hell. Warriors breaking bones, dreams collapse on brittle thrones. Trash talk flies, stats collide, football frenzy never dies. Weekly updates shouted loud, fantasy lineups make us proud. Talking trades, hobby news to yell. Pigskin Press Box live as hell.
What is up with the world as we know it? We are back on another Sunday night. What's going on, Hammy?
Oh man, I've been busy.
Yeah. You barely made it tonight, huh?
Man, I tell you what, it's like I had yesterday. So my son got a job at our local pool, but he had to get certified as a lifeguard. So I went yesterday 30 miles away, dropped him off. Plus, I ended up coaching a football camp of 83 kids. That lasted all day, so barely have any rest. Picked him up, and then I did a show today. So finally got done. Busy.
Nice. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, Hammy, where are you? You're like, I'm on my way. I could hear you like speeding in the background.
Yeah. I was driving.
So, did you pick anything up this week? We're gonna start it off that way.
I'm actually casing it in right now. So, if people know me, I was big on Eddie Lacy. So I picked up this beauty, the camo Prism Rookie.
Nice.
Yeah, so had to put that in a one touch. Then I picked up this Aaron Rodgers. You guys see that? Yeah. Out of Topps Finest.
What year was that?
That year is 2015. Topps Finest.
Oh, okay.
They did good. And then I think the winner of it all was this Jordy Nelson Mosaic 45 out of 75.
Nice. That's a pretty cool looking card.
Pick that up. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Then I bought a random 5-pound box of sports cards. Just like I wanted to test it out. I got it for like $10 off eBay. They shipped it to me, but in it was a ton of baseball. But if anybody's seen it, but this Benny Santiago.
God, I remember those cards from way back in the day.
Kirby Puckett.
Those are cool.
Will Clark.
Dude, I actually saw Will Clark in the 84 Olympics, dude. When I was
really?
a little kid. Yeah, I went to the 84 Olympics. And they had Will Clark, Mark McGuire, Corey Snyder. It's pretty crazy.
Tony Gwynn. And there was a rookie of Junior Caminero. It's like a little green refractor. The RIP Pete Rose.
Ugh.
Don Mattingly. I mean, some of these cards are pretty interesting. I'm not like really big into baseball, but like when you recognize names, you're like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know? Allen and Ginter, Bryant Gumbel.
Nice. Right, Gumble. Those Allen Ginters are funny.
Yeah. And they had a few Packers in there. Luke Musgrave from Prism, several of them. So I mean, for $10, I didn't think I did bad. So, but yeah.
No, not at all. Man, the chat's loading up here today. Before I get into what I picked up, I just want to shout everybody out. We got Justin's in the building from Big Sky PC and Rips. Panther Breaks joined us tonight. What's going on? We got Cool Card Collective, Big J Money. We got the sports card ripping teacher coming at us from Canada. He's screaming, "Go Pack, go" for you there.
Yeah, he is.
We got
Yeah, he is.
Ken is in. God is great. What's going on from Japan? We're international now. We got Canada. We got Japan. I mean, we're going big. I think I shout out Big J Money already. We got, Cool Car Collective. What a great night, man. I'm glad to see all you guys here. SV Vintage just jumped in. Seth, what's going on? I did actually get a couple of pickups this week. Nothing super major. My boy Sean, you guys probably see him in the chat every now and then. He'll probably be jumping in. Sick Twist. Dude, he sent me the awesomest package if you didn't see my video. It was crazy. He sent me one of those Jaden Daniels tins. Because when I found him in the store, they had everybody but Jaden Daniels. So I did buy a CJ Stroud back then, but he sent that to me. And then he's seen the debacle that I had with Panini talking about, they didn't send me the right auto. Dude, he sent me an Omarion Hampton auto.
Oh, geez.
With the actual auto on it. I was like, dude, I couldn't believe it.
That's a steal, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he just hooked it up, man. So totally cool, dude. Those were kind of the things that I got that were gifted to me. And I did buy one thing. And I can see now that doing this live is probably a bad influence on me because we got to talking about the old school. And we started talking about Marion Motley. And so I went and I looked at them 97 upper decks. I found one. And so I had to buy it.
Oh, wow.
So I did get the Marion Motley from the 97 upper deck on card auto, which is cool. I was super stoked
no choice.
to get that.
You had to get it.
I had to. This is such a bad influence already, but I get to put it right up there next to this, my Marion Motley rookie. So I was like, sweet. But yeah, that was all I bought. Was that
I
that auto.
I was pretty excited because like right before I came on, I asked this dude. He was selling a Evan Williams rookie auto, silver, and I gave him a price and he accepted. So I'm excited to get the Evan Williams, being that he was an Oregon Duck and he's a Packer. It'll be here in a few days. So excited to get that. Looking forward to showing the world on that one.
Yeah, Justin said it's nice to have great people out there to help your PC, dude. He totally. Sick Twist, he just jumped in here a minute ago. That's my dude. But, the Omarion auto, dude, I had to do it. So you know what I'm rocking today?
Yeah.
The Omarion jersey. Let's ride.
Yeah, the true number 8, though, is Josh Jacobs.
Just stop it. Just, listen. Let me bask in my my glory of my auto. I got 2 autos today.
I'm
excited. No, it was awesome, man. I was like super stoked. I did reach out to Panini. I did send them an email. I finally got through on the phone, and they did say that they were going to get back with me, which I haven't heard from them all week, but they were saying at first that they wanted to send me a return. And I was like, well, I'd rather have the card, so I'm not really looking for a refund. So what can we do? And I'm still waiting on them to get back to me. I sent them another email yesterday, but of course it's the weekend, so probably won't hear back from them until next week sometime. So maybe next show I'll have an update. Maybe I'll get the real Omarion Hampton auto, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Well, let's hope so. You know?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
But so we were talking earlier, and what we're going to talk about at the show, and we want to talk about like finding the value of our cards. And so I kind of want to kick
Yeah.
the first thing off with like comps. You know what I mean? You always hear people
Mhm.
talking about comps. So I mean, kind of want to go over what comps are. You know what I mean? And then kind of how
Mhm.
you're getting your comps and how you're getting the values of your cards. So
I think that's kind of like a little line there, because when it comes to like my own PC stuff, like I'm willing to spend the right dollar for it, even though um it may be out of my price range. But like some of them are like memories. Like if I can find myself a freaking perfect Brett Favre autograph card from back in the 90s, I'll I'll pay whatever. But
yeah, I mean to a degree.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go extremely nuts on stuff, but I get you if it's something I definitely want. But you got to want
Well,
to always find a baseline, you know? I mean, what is it really worth? I mean, are you going to
well,
be,
yeah, and then we look at a lot of people look at eBay.
yeah.
eBay, of course, is like it's a big thing. You can take, like, if you're looking at a particular card, for example, then you'd look at the what's up, Lions Luck. He's in the chat. Um, you look at, like, I look at the last 5 sales of that product or that particular card, and then take the average from there. Um, and then we're in the off season too, Greg. So
Yeah.
I mean, having that off season, and we'll see a drop in prices.
Hmm.
That could be like a good thing for us collectors. Um,
Well,
but
sometimes the hype cycle starts to fire up right about now. We're getting close to
oh
preseason, and everybody's
yeah,
going to be screaming about last year's quarterbacks and who's starting and all
yeah,
that good stuff. So, I mean,
yeah,
if you looked at Michael Penix last year, he wasn't really in the hype because he wasn't even they were already named that he wasn't going to
until they
start.
started it.
And then when they
Hmm.
started him, he went nuts. So if we see any of these
Hmm.
quarterbacks looking good in the preseason, and they start the rumors up about them, getting the starting spot, they'll definitely jump through the roof before season kicks
Right,
off.
right.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I do. I look at comps via like eBay, and I've been going more and more on like the Fanatics Collect and stuff like that, and kind of seeing what's happening there. I kind of jump around. I'll go on ComC and see what people are asking for stuff. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, that's kind of what I pull my comps on. It's hard, especially if you're buying vintage stuff, to find good, solid comps because they're not moving as much as the newer stuff is. So you got
Hmm.
to kind of like look at it. I mean, did that car sell 2 years ago? I mean, did it sell this year? So I mean, it just kind of depends on what I'm shopping. But what do you use, any like apps, or what's your kind of like your go-to website that
Well,
you use?
most of it is majority of my stuff's off of eBay, but I also check PSA as well.
Hmm.
So, and that's more like graded cards.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I go on my app, and I like say if I have let's see, PSA. I'm gonna go on my phone here, and let's say I'll go. Let's see, completed. Okay, I got one here. So say I graded a card back in the day. It was a 2022 Panini Illusions Trevor Lawrence Trophy Collection Yellow Diamond, numbered card. Uh, the pop count or it's PSA 15. It's a gem mint 10, and PSA gives an estimate of $76 for it. Um, and that's obviously based off of, but we're talking about graded cards. You know, I don't know. I mean, ask the chat that. I mean, how do you really grade a card in this time frame? You know,
Yeah.
um, I guess it's just about setting the tone, setting the price.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, if you have like something that's kind of really rare, like it's something out of 5 or something out of 10,
yeah.
finding comps for that kind of stuff isn't. But when it comes to
If
like
I'm
base cards, or it comes to like some of the regular standard parallels and stuff, I mean, I do go through eBay. I mean, you can find a pretty good idea. And even when you're walking around at shows nowadays, it's like everybody, when you look at a card and you start talking about a price, they're all pulling up eBay on their phone.
I have let's see if I can get it. CollX.
Okay.
Um,
I've I've seen that one.
I can search for cards on CollX. Let's say if I do a random search for, Packers, it's just like having eBay. You can check all all sold items,
Yeah.
or check, but comparing it the last 5 sales, last 3 sales, and then making a comp there. But if you got a pop 5, or if you have like the 5 or out of 5 card, I mean, you're really setting the bar. So
yeah, I mean, and something like that, you kind of, you got to pave your own way there. I mean, within reason. I'm actually looking in the chat right now. As Lions Luck said, he's looking forward to see what Bryce does this year. Yeah, I'd like to see him figure it out, man. That'd be pretty good. I think he's got talent. We'll see if he gets the opportunity.
Well, Lions Luck says I got a CJ Mercury Stroud RPA coming in tomorrow. Not sure whether he grades, sell, or hold. Well, if you grade it and it's an RPA, it's probably not going to come back in gem.
Yeah.
We already know that.
Yeah.
So, because those thick cards and especially patches, they freaking go crazy with it. And I'm not even going to go and talk about PSA anymore. I don't even want to go there.
We'll hold that off until next week.
I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, me personally, I'd keep the Stroud only because I PC him. So
yeah,
I pulled that Jaden Daniel silver, and the first thing is I whenever I hit those big cards in their hype cycle, I like to just get rid of them, to be honest with you, because I could buy them back for half of what I sold them for. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those deals. But I kept the Jaden Daniels because I PC him, so I didn't want to get rid of it. But I thought about it, and I was like, and it's already gone down quite a bit because it's not brand new anymore. So
yeah.
Some stuff from eBay, select draft picks, gold laser cards. Dude, those are actually super cool. Panther Breaks picked up some gold lasers. I like those. I like the gold stuff because it goes good with the Chargers. So
okay.
Spider-Man and Superman comics from my local antique store. Dude, my son would be going absolutely nuts. He loves comics.
Oh, does he?
Oh yeah, my son's big into comics, man.
I used to read comics all the time. I'm slowly but surely getting into like wanting to rip some Marvel because, I mean, the Chrome Marvel is kind of pretty expensive, but like you can buy some of the older stuff and it's a little bit cheaper than ripping through football packs, But
yeah, I'm stuck on football, man. If the moment I tap my toe into the water into another, card to collect, it's all bad.
Yeah, you're just like trying to.
It's too hard to keep up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everything's so expensive, especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I started collecting other stuff, I can barely afford my football habit. So I'll stay away from anything that's another sport.
You gotta stop and draw the line somewhere.
That's it. There is a definite line in the sand because let me tell you, I enjoy watching baseball games and basketball games and hockey and stuff like that. I watch it all. If there's a game on, dude, when the World Cup's playing, I'll watch it. I go to work at like 2:00 in the morning. So
yeah, I'll sit there. I'll sit there and watch some of our subscribers' videos, and as I'm watching their videos and they're ripping through basketball, I'm like, I don't know that name, but that parallel looks cool.
Yeah.
So, that. But sticking with football.
Yeah, I don't follow other sports like I do football, but I definitely do watch. So I do know most of the players and stuff like that. And I know who would be hot, but I just can't afford it. Like I said, Lions Luck said he's hemorrhaging with one sport. And I said, yes, sir. So, but
my wife fills that line in for me.
I bet she does. I get the same thing. But no, I was going back to like how I look for pricing. I don't know if you guys ever saw one of my videos. I did one. It was a while back, probably a year or more, about the Sports Card Pro, and I still kind of use that. I like that a lot. I actually getting ready for this video. I jumped back in, and I had added a few more of my cards to my collection and stuff like that. It's just kind of a cool one. I find it's a little bit low. It's about 10% lower than comps, is what I'm seeing. But it's pretty spot on, when it comes to that. And I actually brought up some screen captures. Let me see here about it. So like if you're looking up like prices and stuff, it's pretty cool. You can actually like you can type in the player you're looking for, and then it'll bring up like all the cards out of that. So like if I typed in Jaden Daniels, Prism, Silver, it's going to bring up like all the Prism Jaden Daniels cards, and you can kind of scroll through and you can see which one you're looking for, make sure you're on the right one. It does have like a lot of the parallels and stuff listed, so that's really cool. And then if you just click on one of the ones you're looking for, like that was my Jaden Daniels Silver, it'll kind of tell you, you know, what the values are, and you know, and then it'll also tell you like the last comps that are sold. So it has like all of the pretty much eBay is for the most part what they're reporting from. So
Right.
it's kind of like going through eBay yourself, but it's kind of a cool little little website, and you could go in, and when you get in there, you could actually log in like all of your collection and stuff. So it'll tell you like your values and stuff, how it's going, if it's going up and down. You could put in like where you bought the card, you could put in the date you bought the card, you could put in how much you paid for it. So it kind of tells you like, you know what I mean, if you're losing
Right.
money on cards or making money. So it's kind of cool. And it's not capped by like one or the other. Like if you go to PSA, it's all PSA cards. This you could put
Sure.
raw cards in, graded cards from any different, you know, company. So that's kind of cool. So here's the collection I was playing with, you know, today. You can kind of like, these are just some of my cards that I was adding in there, and it kind of like tells you, you know, what the value is. And some of them I haven't, you know, put the actual like all the data in, but if you can get as much data, it's actually pretty cool because you can go back in and you can look at, you know, what you bought it for, stuff like that. So if you are going to sell it, then you can always, you know, kind of have a reference point of what you paid. So
Now, is that site free to use?
yeah, you can use it for free. They have like paid versions, but I think that's more like if you're selling and stuff like that, because you could actually sell stuff on there. You know, you could, you know, list it, and I think they actually will shuttle off stuff to eBay for you, and just kind of a real cool site, man. I've been using them for quite a few years now, and they're pretty
Okay.
awesome.
Might give that a whirl. Check it out.
Yeah, I mean, you can go on there and look up like the prices and stuff for free all the time. And I know that when you're creating stuff, you know, there's different limits to how much stuff or what you can do and stuff because it's a free version, but the free version is just as good as anything I've ever used. So
I live by the standard of like keeping it short and simple. So if I'm looking at a comp on something, I'm going straight to eBay because that's where most of the sales are happening anyways.
yeah,
And then you go scroll down to look at sold items, and then you're just comping from there to see what people had spent, and
right.
then base it off of that. So
Yeah, I mean, we used to look in the Beckett magazine before, and eBay's kind of like that new Beckett magazine, you know?
honestly, I actually kind of miss that, right? I miss
Yeah,
freaking grabbing little magazines and having to look up that card and draw it down.
yeah,
PSA, no, that the 3-letter word, that's what I'm gonna say, the 3-letter croppers, they are, they send a magazine out to me every month, and then I look at, they comp prices of the top end cards
yeah,
that you'll
yeah.
find in gem mint or raw, whatnot. So
Yeah, I've gotten that magazine. I mean, I kind of don't even really look at it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't spend too much time looking at, you know, magazines and stuff anymore because I'm always on the road. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm just looking in the chat, and I was kind of looking at some of the stuff you guys are saying and talking about, you know, where they're getting graded football cards and, you know, autographs. It's pretty cool. I know I noticed somebody was in there talking about Whatnot, and Whatnot is definitely a different animal. I'm kind of on the fence about it because I have gone on Whatnot and I've actually picked up a couple things from Whatnot and got a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna lie, but there's a lot of stuff I see on there that's just real hinky, and some of the stuff that was shipped to me, it wasn't up to snuff. You know what I mean? There was a lot of dents and stuff like that, dings. You basically tell that they were all cards that these guys were like not gonna send off because they weren't gonna jam. That's basically what I was seeing.
yeah. You know, I had a guy that bought that Jaden Daniels Xavier Worthy auto I pulled out of Inception, and he ran Whatnot, and what he did was he bought the card off me and he planned on reselling it on Whatnot. Well, I watched his Whatnot and it sold for less than what he paid for from me.
Yeah,
So it's like, hey, dude, that's on you.
yeah.
You know, you're thinking you're going to get a bunch of money out of it. You're not. So, and then guess what? It's that off season, right? Football was over with, NBA was going on. And that's where you start seeing the price drops for football. And if you're an avid collector, this is about the time to really go out after those cards. During the season, the prices are going to jump.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to start jumping when the season first starts. It really kind of goes nuts, and then it tapers off a little bit. Hey, Small Town Rips jumped in. What's going on, man?
All right.
But yeah, no, I definitely I'm still weary or whatnot. Like I said, I don't think they protect the buyer as much as eBay does. So like I picked up those the Panini Instants, because I wanted to get my Chargers players and the uniforms, and I did sent me one of the Omarion Hampton ones, and it was off centered, so I kind of hit him back. I was like, hey dude, this is pretty off centered, man. Like, what's the deal? And I sent it back. Like, I don't have a problem sending stuff back. And if they don't want you to send it back, eBay will back you if you can show that, it wasn't right. So
Gotcha.
I do like that with eBay. So
yeah.
And then I ordered another one from another guy. So it'll be here next week.
I just want to know how long my frustration will end. My frustration has got to end. Yeah, it's crazy. So I did now. Okay. So there's a lot of let's talk about social media, like Facebook. There's a lot of card collector groups, right? That will detail little cards, like average $1 small claim sales or stuff like that. And they'll do little auctions off of that end, which I find kind of more interesting than that using eBay, because now I bought a few cards already off of certain card collector groups. Cards came in, they looked exactly like it. I didn't have to, pay eBay fees or anything like that. So I might start selling some of my other cards I don't need on these card collector groups in Facebook and see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen quite a few of those. Justin said, I'm honestly an eBay junkie, dude. Me too, bro. It is horrible. It's like, that's my vice, dude. You know what I mean? I'm on eBay all the time. There is you could get anything you want, which makes it kind of cool.
Oh, you can.
I have looked on Facebook a few times. I don't spend as much time on Facebook as I do other social medias. And there are some of these vintage groups that are on there. And if you're into vintage, I actually subbed into a couple of the vintage groups, and they have a lot of good stuff. And you can make some good deals with some of those guys. And from what I've seen, for the most part, they're all pretty trustworthy old guys, they're like me and you, that are just, hey, I got these cards and that you could trade with them. It's not like eBay where you're limited to what you can do and say because it violates some kind of standards or something like that. When you get on, Facebook, you can actually just chop it up back and forth with some of these guys that are in the groups, and not so much on the marketplace, but just in the groups. I'll post them and they'll do, sales like that. You can actually get some good deals and, swap some cards and stuff like that. Yeah. People are talking about what they're looking for and what they got. So it is kind of cool. Facebook is kind of a cool little spot for collectors, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, the sad part is I spent quite a few on eBay building up the Panini or 2024 Select Josh Jacobs concourse levels. I got a whole rainbow coming in. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I saw Lions Lux talking about the eBay, the bidding updates. It's going to try to cut the sniping. So they're not going to do it's not going to be like a sudden death thing where when the time ends, it ends. They're going to start extending it if people are bidding. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I was kind of looking at it.
No more last second bidders.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to kind of cut that out, but I wonder how high it's going to start driving some of the prices. Mm-hmm. You know, and I get it. You know what I mean? That's how an auction's supposed to work. Until the bidding's done, it's done. But we'll see. We'll see if it cuts back on the snipers or not, or if it just starts running up the price of cards. Because,
right.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm kind of a fan. I'll usually, if I see a card, I'll put my max bid in. If I don't get it, I don't get it. It's just how it goes. And I wouldn't even try to snipe it. The only time I'll pay attention is if it's something I really, really want. You know what I mean? Or my max bid was kind of low. I'll kind of keep an eye on it and see. But I don't know. I get sniped all the time. So, I just learned to be patient, and look for the cards that I want. So we'll see. We'll see if it extends it. By extending it, is it going to make the prices go up a little bit? Possibly. I think it will. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might even make the auctions go better. I mean, maybe people will actually just start putting their max bid in and just say screw it, and not sit there and wait. It's a lot of work to snipe, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a tough challenge though. It's a tough challenge, like, to really distinguish how much you're willing to pay for a certain card.
Yeah.
But like I said, if it's my PC, I'm willing to pay, especially if it's one I like, especially one I'm searching for. So
yeah, I'll usually, like I said, I'll just watch some of those ones where the auction's going and the bid's kind of low. I'll keep it in my watch list, and then as it gets close to the end, I'll kind of, see where it's at.
well, how many items do you have in your watch list?
Too many to count. Dude, I put stuff in my watch list all the time. I'll go back and I'll make offers, especially some of the vintage that I like to collect. I'll look at it and I'll see, and if it sits there long enough, I'll throw them an offer and say, hey, look, this is what I'm willing to pay for it. So
I don't even look at like auctions. I look at best offer, and that's how I shop eBay.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. Yeah, I definitely.
Chris says 300 plus.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's bad as me, dude. We'll text each other back and forth every now and then, and we'll be like, "Hey, look at this one! Look at this one! You're not bidding on this, are you?" So we're not like butting heads with each other. I'm like,
"Why
no,
is he a Chargers fan?"
No, but we do bid on a lot of the same type of stuff. He likes to collect some of the older vintage stuff. He's got like a huge Buck-Kiss collection going on and some other stuff.
So. Well, I'm looking at my purchases, and it looks like my that one card I showed you, my little booklet.
Yeah,
it'll be here Tuesday.
Did you order a case for it?
Oh, yeah.
Like a one touch?
Oh, yeah. I needed to make sure. So tune in, folks. You'll see it next week.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing that this wonderful live of ours has done to me by influencing me so greatly. I did, like I told you, I got the Omarion Hampton. I mean, the Marion Motley auto, because he's one of my favorites. I have him on the wall. Here's my rookie of his. And it was like, okay, dude, I got to get it. You know what I mean? You just kind of sparked it. And then what else we started talking about? So we started talking about that Lombardi trophy card.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get we're talking about in the 90s.
Did you find one?
No, I didn't get I didn't get one box. I had to buy two. So I got two boxes coming. I swung a deal with the dude. He had a whole case and he was sound boxes. So I ended up ordering two boxes.
You know what I did?
Set, so
I was looking through a Facebook group, and I actually was just looking for the 1989 Topps Traded Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders, Troy Aikman rookie cards.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And a guy was selling those three, and someone had already purchased it. Well, he had reached out to me. He goes, I got a sealed 1989 Topps Traded box set. I'll sell it to you for $30. I got it. So now I'm waiting for it to get here so I can pull those particular cards out, see how clean they are.
Yeah, I bought one of those sets, and then I also bought the 90. Yeah, I bought the 90 so I could get the Emmitt Smith rookie. And so, I actually did pretty good. Both of my Barry and my Emmitt came back 9s. So, I mean, they weren't
the supplemental one or just the basic score.
The Topps Traded for 1990 was the Emmitt Smith one I bought, and then the 89 was the Topps Traded for where I got the Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
and I got 9s. Small town. My watch list looks like UFL players that one time played a game in the NFL. Dude, my watch list, dude. Well, if you look at my watch list, you couldn't tell what team I like. You couldn't tell how old I am. It's all
my wife is not like a football person, so she'll freaking look at cards for me and like, oh, I think he'll like that one because it's pretty, right? So I come in like, who is this guy, right?
Yeah,
I'll get somebody like a one-hit wonder for Green Bay, and then he freaking jump ship to some other team, and it's like,
let's see my watch list, dude. I have so much stuff in my watch list. I mean, it's crazy. It just keeps going and going. It just keeps going.
Like a scroll.
Yeah,
it's an ending scroll.
It's pretty crazy. I have a ton of stuff on my watch list, and it's all over the place. I mean, I got everything from new stuff, RPAs and stuff, to a couple like Honeycombs and Genesises, and then all the way back, I got like Lance Allworth cards in here. Dude, it's ridiculous. Boxes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
How much weirdo is Joe Burrow? Odd but a likable dude. Yeah, Joe Burrow's a little bit strange, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like he bugs me sometimes. He's a great athlete, but he bugs me.
Yeah. He's kind of weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
He is. Mm-hmm. I was actually looking too. See, and that was what it was, is it sparked it. So I started looking at those 97 Upper Deck autos, dude. I'm telling you, if you guys like vintage stuff, dude, you gotta go look at that Legends football autos that they did in 97. It is the most ridiculous set. And the players you could get on there, they're all on-card autos. And like, dude, just nothing but Hall of Famers everywhere. There's like Paul Horning I'm looking at. There's Joe Perry. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I have like rookies of all those guys, from the old Bowman sets and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, go look up at that 97 Upper Deck set, the Legends, and you'll find, there's like Steve Largent signing in there, and you can get them so cheap, dude.
I'll check it out.
Some of these players under $20, and it's like, really? $25 for these cards.
Wow.
And it's like Hall of Famers, dude, just all over the place. It's riddled with them. And I can say that now that I bought most of them, so I don't have to worry about you guys sniping me, even though eBay won't let you no more. Yeah, I have about 8 or 9 of those, and dude, that's a super cool set, man. If you need some on-card autos and you like Hall of Famers, that's the one.
I love Hall of Famers. I've been enjoying ripping vintage lately, so
dude, I love
ripping vintage has been fun, man.
It is, dude. It is
too fun.
Yeah, and I got that retro. We're gonna say retro because I'm not old. I'm not vintage. I'm retro. So I got those boxes coming in. Maybe we'll rip one of those on the channel next week if they come.
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll give away some cool cards, because that Pro Set series, that's the one that has the Marion card, the famous belt card that's his belt's flying out and it looks like
I pulled that one last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a good one.
Yeah, so it's got a bunch of cool cards, a lot of cool Hall of Famers and stuff. So it turns out Kirk Cousins is still Ned Flanders.
Yeah.
Justin's got a lot of cool stuff, man. Every time he's throwing something out there and you start talking about like Ricky Williams and stuff, like, dude, I remember watching those guys play, man. Ricky Williams was a beast, dude.
Excuse me.
Dislikes more than shiz.
Man, I got
quarterbacks. Nice. I'm just going through the chat, so sorry for the pause, dude. Try to keep up with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we did get the fantasy app up, right? The sleeper app is going.
Yep.
So
I added, so obviously Sick Twist is in it. You're in it. I'm in it.
Check this out, dude.
What are we looking at?
Bam, dude. You didn't see that?
I did nothing.
Look at your live, dude.
I'm looking at it now. This is crazy. He's using his fingers. Got me all excited now.
You see that, dude?
I'm checking. Hold on.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We need to get the fantasy going. So I don't know who's all jumping in, man. We're using Sleeper again. So I put that in the middle.
SV Vintage he's jumping in it.
Nice. Yeah, I got my stuff signed in. I know Sean jumped in, and then who else was it? Buck City, or who was it?
Buck Nasty Sports.
Oh, Buck Nasty Sports. He jumped in there.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be 2 Day Rips. 2 Day Rips is gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
We're going $50, right?
What's that?
You want to just go $50 on it?
Like for everybody?
Yeah, $50 a piece.
Oh no, we need to think of something else.
Like what?
We're gonna give away cards, dude, to one another.
Well, we could trade cards, but to keep it simple.
Well, once we get everybody in.
12.
We'll do a vote on it.
So if we go, we could do like 300, 200, 100. If we did $50 a piece, that'd be $600. We could do 300 for the winner, 200 for second place, and 100 for third.
I mean, we can talk about it too.
Cool.
So
yeah, I mean, anybody wants to jump in, and then
I want to get everybody that wants to jump in. We got 12. We need 12 teams, and right now we're sitting at 4. The other ones haven't really done it yet. I think I sent in a couple of them.
I'll put together. Yeah, I'll donate the trophy for first place. I'll donate the first place trophy, and we got to get one for last place, like a big toilet bowl or something.
Oh yeah. Since I sucked last year at fantasy, I can go get the toilet bowl.
I was like middle of the road. I think last year we played that one on the sleeper app. I think I came like 5th or 6th or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like in the middle of the pack.
Last year was pretty tough.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Small Town Rip said they'd be in for a team.
Okay. So
and then we got to pick the date too, so we can set up the draft. We'll do it live on a Sunday right here on the press.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and look at the schedule and then pick a date, probably beginning of August or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm dropping all sorts
Lions
of cards.
luck, dude. You're part of the clan, man. You're still a YouTuber. You're sitting here chatting with us right now.
Lions luck wants to do it too.
Yeah. Okay. Game on.
Cool.
Man.
Cool. We'll get him on it.
Cool.
So yeah, Lions luck. I'll send you the invite for it. STR. I'll send you an invite as well.
Dude, I actually started working. Remember last week I said I had some stuff to do for I actually got back on it. I had a long week last week, so.
Wait, did you? I sent you the invite, right? The link to the invite.
Yeah, I signed up online. I sent it to Sean. He's on Sick Twist.
Okay, send it to STR too.
Okay.
Because you're doing his thing, right?
Yeah, I'm just working on some stuff for him for his channel.
Okay.
I just been so busy, dude. I love helping people out, man. I do it all the time, dude. I like making logos for people, making their stuff look good. It's cool.
Well, I wanna say to everyone, I appreciate the support on my channel. We surpassed 900 subscribers, and we are giving the giveaway at the end of the month, and it's 4 PSA graded cards that we're giving away. I don't know if people saw that, but I'll share. One of those being the Christian McCaffrey PSA 9 Heroes, the PSA 9 CJ Stroud.
I like that Stroud. That's a cool card.
Yeah. The PSA 9 Trevor Lawrence checkerboard rookie card. And then I always love this card, the Deion Sanders. I think this is the first card outside of his tops traded that he was in. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, Justin's on his way to 300.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Small Town Rip said he's been busy over there too. Bad time of year, work with traveling. Dude, yeah, I've been like super, super busy. I still try to chime in on everybody's stuff. And, usually it's like I said, when I'm driving to and from work. But
well, this is the time of year for me that is terribly busy. Like football camps and getting football rolling. And tomorrow I kick off my own 7th, 8th grade middle school strength and conditioning. My goal is to get 3 kids to puke tomorrow. So I think it'll happen. Maybe 4. I've seen a couple kids eating at Taco Bell, and I'm like, yeah, I'm after you guys. So
yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway too. I'm gonna start giving away all my credit card bills to anybody that wants to pay them. So just let me know, and I'll send them out to you right away.
Don't you have a I can shoot for 5, Lions Luck says. You know what? I'll hit 5. And you know what? And I'll record it too. I will record tomorrow's strength and conditioning and see how bad these kids. They're gonna hate me.
Up, downs, and bear crawls, dude.
Ooh,
Just
it's
up,
gonna be
downs, and
rough.
bear crawls, dude, till you puke. And you
It's
land,
gonna be rough.
face first in it. A lot of times
Yeah.
I'll watch while driving, but not to be. Yeah, that's how it is too. I throw my stuff on when I'm on the road. A lot of times I listen to it. You know, I found a couple cool little podcast shows. Like that Mike's Retro Trading Cards. I don't know if you ever seen him. They're pretty cool. There's 3 guys on there. I'll listen to that because I don't have to like watch. You know what I mean?
Lions Luck says, "Tell the 5th dude I said hi." Will do, Matt. I will do that.
You gotta send us pictures of the puke on the ground, dude. That's what you do.
Yeah.
I'll post them up in the middle.
Looks like you had a cheesy gordita crunch.
You didn't order that off the app, did you?
But that's where I live in this town. Literally side by side is Taco Bell, KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, and they're neighbors. I'm like, this is a horrible way to live, folks.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm hooked on that. Have you had that Dave's Hot Chicken? I don't know if they have it up by you.
No, they don't.
It's got like the rubber duck looking chicken logo.
Mm-mm.
They started here in California, and I guess they're going all over the place. But dude, that stuff is ridiculous. Yeah. Oh my god, it's fat kid crack for sure.
Fat kid crack,
dude, for sure. Dude, that stuff is fierce. But yeah. Anything else you got going on? What else did you order, man? I got stuff. I do got stuff coming for next week. Well, definitely if I get those boxes, and they already shipped, and I already got tracking, and they were actually coming from Thousand Oaks, which is only like an hour and a half from here, 2 hours from here.
I ordered a mystery box off of eBay, so I'll rip that on the channel to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I got 2 of those boxes, so we'll do a bunch of giveaways, man. We'll rip.
Yeah, that I talked about that CollX. CollX has the rip kit now, where they actually give you 5 random packs, multi-sport packs, and it comes with a case and everything like that with top loaders, sleeves, the whole 9 yards. And that's a monthly subscription that I'm starting. We'll see how that goes. And again, it's going to have basketball and baseball. They haven't really have a football dedicated yet, but I figured I'd jump in right now. And then when they do have football, I'll just change over. So get the process rolling. So
yeah, I don't mind the mystery pack stuff so much. But like all the other stuff, I mean, maybe like some stands and stuff would be cool, but I'm like real particular with like my top loaders and stuff like that. I use the same one. It pisses me off if they're different colors. My OCD just kicks in like crazy, or different sizes and stuff.
Liam and I are actually changing over what our platform looks like. So we want to show more of a display as opposed to just, a small little background. We like to show some of our memorabilia, something that looks good. So we're in the process of changing things around. So
yeah, I've been stuck on these cardboard gold top loaders because they have like a bunch of different sizes, and they're fairly cheap and they're super clear. I love them. So I get mad when I start getting other top loaders and stuff. I always change them all out because some of them will be more purple, some are more yellow, some of them are thicker, wider, longer, more rounded, and then I put them in my box and
yeah, small town rips. Yeah. I highly encourage it. They get a football one, do it, because every month they give you a storage container that has kind of like that magnetic storage container. It's pretty slick. And
which one is it? Which kind of container is it? Is it like a big one or?
It's a big one. And there's four areas to place cards in, so dividers.
Okay.
And it has kind of like that felt on the bottom, from what I understand. And the price point isn't bad at all. I think I pay now $56, average $60 a month for it. Granted, you're going to get 5 packs, but you're also getting top loaders, sleeves, stands, all that stuff. So
yeah, you have to send me the link so I can check it out.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link. Actually, I had asked CollX about it, and they're sending me one to test for free. So I'm looking forward to that, and obviously I'll do a video explaining the process and everything like that when it comes in. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I really want to get back into I want to get back into like football subscription boxes, anyways. So, I did collectible card club in the past. I stopped that not too long ago. I did Hitbox, stopped that not too long ago. But I really want to try to get back in it. I like the random packs because just being in an area where I live, you can't just simply go buy cards. You have to, I have to try the whole subscription to get stuff in. So.
Well, no, Hitbox had a pretty good subscription. I've seen a bunch of
oh yeah, and they're
ones.
based out of Canada though, so you order it first of the month, it won't get there till like the end of the month, because of what they're.
But I mean, that's okay with me. I think it's cool, especially if you're getting some packs out of hobby boxes and stuff like that. That's kind of cool stuff. You can't really, I can't afford to buy hobby boxes, dude. That ain't happening in my world. So, if I can get in on a break, or if I can, order something that's got a couple packs or something like that. That's pretty cool.
I mean, you're also in California, so
yeah.
Stuff.
The thing that's crazy is being down here. We have a lot of stores and like a ton of stuff, but it's hard for me to get a lot of packs.
Yeah, it's crazy. In Collectible Card Club, this was pulled out of it.
Okay.
That's Panini Threads. I mean, that's a Randall Cobb patch auto.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is. So I mean, it's hit or miss, but the fact that I'm ripping packs with my boy, that's all that matters. So,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked into some subscriptions. Like I said, if I was going to do one, I'd probably do the Hitbox one. I want to look at the one that you got. If they go football, I would do it. I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't even want to crack the seal on other sports. My fiance likes, she likes Star Trek, believe it or not. That's kind of weird. But she likes Star Trek, and so I got her a couple of little Star Trek autograph cards, she likes and stuff like that. So she's into that, which is cool, and but yeah, I don't want to even go down that road, because I already know it'll be all bad.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's going to be crazy then. But yeah, I mean, not much really.
One Debo from CCC. Let me see. Treated us well. Hitbox is always treated us well. Now I'm reading some of the comments. Justin was talking about he pulled a 101 Debo, and then Small Town was saying that Hitbox is always treating him well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. At this point, I just want another direction with that spend. Yeah, it is kind of a lot, especially if it's like a monthly deal.
Yeah.
I'm kind of I search, man. I'm kind of frugal with my stuff, man. I search for the best deals honestly, that I can possibly find.
And that's there's nothing wrong with that. That's the same thing as buying cards, period. You want to search for the right card. If I'm sitting here with like $30 in my pocket, I just don't want to spend $30 on cards. I'd rather go $30 on something I know I'm going to keep. Yeah. That's just being a collector, right? I don't want to go. I mean, granted, there are some cards I'll sit there and I'm like, hey, yeah, I could probably flip it, but I'd rather go find my own PC, and keep it in there. Heck, who knows? I'm sitting there like, I'll just take that Stroud, for example, you collect CJ Stroud, right? So, see, who knows, maybe 10, 15 years from now, CJ Stroud won 4 Super Bowls.
Yep.
You got those cards. So it's like, I want a PC. I want to grab the cards I know I'm in a PC. I'm starting to PC Bucky Irving.
Yeah, actually, I PC Bucky Irving.
Yeah, and Bucky's an Oregon Duck, so of course I'm going to go PC him. But he had a phenomenal year. Yeah. So he's
dude. I'm telling you, look at that 2024, the Phoenix Fireburst. They're numbered out of 350. That Bucky Irving is sick.
No, they're beautiful. I did buy one.
Oh, did you?
Yes, okay. I did. It's not here yet.
Dude, it's such a cool card.
We're going back to our purchases.
Yeah.
But I actually am excited. I have a ton of good purchases coming in. And matter of fact, eBay just yelled at me again.
Yep. Oh, they nonstop.
Hey, it says Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving Illusions rookie endorsement BGS 9.0. 20 minutes left. Only $22, and there's 4 bids on it with 2 watchers. Yeah. This might be something I grab.
Yeah, what's cool about a player like Bucky Irving is everybody's not on the chase for him right now. No. So the cool part is you could get raw cards of his, and I've been really lucky on the raw stuff that I've been buying lately. with the exception of like that Amari in Hampton that was off-centered. But I've been fairly lucky with the quality of cards I've been getting. Like I'm usually looking at the pictures pretty tight, and I'll ask a couple questions, but most of the more modern stuff I've been getting has been pretty solid lately. I mean, I haven't had any issues with surfaces or ding corners or stuff that wasn't on the picture. Wasn't too bad lately. So
all right, I want to say this. If anybody has any Kalen King autograph cards, let me know. I would love to get Kalen King autograph cards.
Yeah.
He was on the practice roster for
2 days. Rips jumped in here. What's going on, man? I was seeing 2 days Rips. He said, "Woo, Manning can't wait for Arch."
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't wait for Arch.
I got one of his Panini instances. I actually got it. It's a 10. It's a PSA 10. I swapped the dude for it at a show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just a base instant. Nothing special. I think it's numbered. I think they are, but they're numbered kind of high, like some 10,000 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Definitely
so
cool.
I want to recap to make sure we know. So 2 day Rips. If you're in, I want to know if you're going to do the fantasy football. I sent you the link. Just go ahead and sign up. Lions Luck's going to do it. Small Town Rips said he was going to do it. Who else did we say was going to do it in the chat?
Small Town Rips said they were going to do it. Lions Luck said he would do it. 2 days Rips, I think he said he was going to do it. Sean's already in there.
Buck Nasty's in it.
Yeah, Buck Nasty's already in there.
Yeah.
I think Justin said Justin was going to do it, right?
SV Vintage, Seth.
Oh, yeah, Seth.
Okay.
So, sweet.
Yeah, we're going to make sure we get them in there. Hey, the quicker we get this stuff filled, the quicker we can start hashing out what we want to do. That sort of things.
Totally. Then I can go put together a trophy.
Yeah. And a toilet bowl trophy.
That's what it is. We should do like a trophy with the upside down helmet.
A toilet trophy with all the Kansas City Chief cards.
There you go. So, but right on, man. So we're about to the end of the hour. I just want to thank everybody for coming in again, and we'll get together and put the list together of what we have and how many more spots we have to fill. So if you guys know anybody or anything like that, and we'll reach out and we'll start sending some of the links to you guys, and we'll get things going. And we'll do the live draft on Pigskin Press Box. So we'll set the date and we'll do it here, and we'll come on at 5 and we'll set the draft for it. We'll set it for like 5:15, 5:30 so we can start drafting. This should take us about 30, 40 minutes to finish a draft on that.
Yep.
Shouldn't be too bad, especially if everybody's online too. So
Seth, I just sent you the invite link.
You send them an invite to your OnlyFans?
Yeah. If you want, everybody wants it's only Marine fans. Only Marine fans. We changed that.
Oh, is that what it is?
You'll see me in there with like showing a little bit of nip eating the red crayon.
Twerking.
You guys still need to see that though. Dang it. Got to see me twerk.
But all right, man. Thanks to everybody that joined us tonight, man. Thanks for everybody in the chat, man. It's really great to see all you guys, together again. Lions Luck and Justin and Small Town Rips and even 2 Day Rips is in there, and Seth and Ken was here earlier, and got Sick Twist. It's a really cool group, man. I appreciate every one of you guys, and have a good time chatting up with you guys. So hopefully we'll see you next week, and we'll talk to you then.
All right, peace.